So that was Freddie Gibbs, Soul Separately. I love this beat, man. Like, if you know what MF Doom song sampled those same horns, let me know. I think it was either Rap Canisius or Hoe Cakes, one of those. I don't think it was Hoe Cakes. I think it was Rap Canisius. But I say this, right? This is a great album. This is dope. This is like dope. And I ain't even had a chance to really listen to it all the way through. Y'all know, if you watch my channel, you know. Well, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Best reactions, album reviews on YouTube. Real calm, right? But you watch my channel, I don't really, the last parts of the song, like I skip those. Like, I just want to get y'all through the reaction. These reactions, reviews is already like an hour plus, because the album is like 40-50 minutes. But once I'm able to listen to the album with all the, the ending, the music, very musical, that's all I'll say. This thing is very musical. Whoever produced this, and again, I heard it was going to be 2 different producers. I think someone said it was going to be Alchemist and Madlib. Half the album done by Alchemist, half the album done by Madlib. Tidal doesn't have the production credits up yet. They're normally very good with that, but this is the release date of the album as I record this. So they don't have it up yet. So I don't know who did what. Freddie Gibbs mentioned Otis, who's Madlib. Madlib's name is Otis. So maybe Madlib did a couple songs, etc., etc. Regardless, I say that to say this is a great album. Not good. This is great. This is like, everything's here. If you like Freddie Gibbs, this is on par like with Pinata, Bandana, in my opinion. And I know y'all are maybe shocked to hear that after hearing my commentary on some of the other songs and my actual, full reaction of the album. But there are great songs on here. But the criticism comes in that this album is like dark, not production-wise, though, not musically. Production-wise, musically, this album is lush. This is a very lush album. But the lyrics are dark. Like, Freddie Gibbs is like, what's the word I'm looking for? Backtracking or deteriorating into this gang shit. Again, like, he had listen to Space Rabbit, or go watch my reaction on that song Space Rabbit, which is on my channel. It's some bullshit you were saying in that song, and I was mentioning as I reacted to it, like, bro, I appreciate rappers who are authentic. I don't feel like Freddie Gibbs, I don't think he even agrees with what he was saying. I think he was just saying it to rhyme, to rap. But the shit he's saying, it's like, you don't put those words together. I don't want my son to be a doctor. I'm gonna kiss his cheek and put him in Vice stores because I'm big rank. That's not some shit you just string together to rhyme. And he's saying you can't rob the robber. Basically saying you can't rob me. Or I'm the robber, you can't rob me. And when you watch my reaction to that Space Rabbit track, I'm like, bro, you live in LA. You don't think you can, and you're not even from LA. You don't think this, but then later, you don't think this could happen to you, but then later in the album, a couple tracks later, you'll hear him reference, like, oh yeah, like, I've seen what happened to Pop Smoke, I've seen what happened to this, like, he realized, that's what I say, I don't think he even agrees with what he's saying, like, on some of these tracks, like, with the gang shit, like, all this, because even he, in later songs, which are different tempos, different vibe for the song, different topic, he recognizes it, like, oh yeah, like, that shit kind of had me spooked, this and that, like, he recognizes his environment. So that's why I say, when I reacted to Space Rabbit, I mentioned authenticity. I like rappers who are straight authentic. I don't think Gibbs was being fully authentic on that song Space Rabbit and on some of these other songs. You don't want your son to rep VL, bro. You like 30, 40 years old almost. You're not really deep in this VL shit like that. Like, I would hope not. Like you're acting like you're still, out selling. I think he had a bar where he said he's selling bricks or something. I gotta listen to the album again. One listen. But I say that to say that parts of this album are dark, and it's not explicitly dark. Like, the beat's dark, or you got a gritty Alchemist beat, or the production is lush, but when you listen to the lyrics, it's like what are you talking about, bro? Like, bro, you're past this, bro. Raps about murder, raps about gangs, raps about, it's like he's deteriorating into this. And it makes me wonder why. Like, is it maybe some of the rap beefs he has going on? Benny the Butcher, DJ Academics? Is it some in his personal life? He had a previous album, which I think was called, I forget the name. But it was the album or mixtape right after he was wrongfully incarcerated. I believe it was in Russia for grape. I'll say it so I don't, get flagged on YouTube for grape, which he did not do. I'll say that. That was like dark because that sounded like raps I wrote, thoughts I thought in solitude. This is, that. So it's a different type of dark. This album is dark in a way like it's like you're going backwards in terms of mental progression and stuff like that. I don't know, man. But with that said, this is a great album. Beats fire, cinematic almost. Some of this sounds like Justice League. It sounds like live instrumentation on some songs. I can't take away from the album, but I also cannot help. This is way better than Alfredo. I'll say that. The Alfredo album, this is way better than that. Go watch my Alfredo reaction if you haven't already. This is way better. This is like on par with Pinata and Bandana to me, which I didn't expect. But I'll say this, right? And I gave Bandana a perfect rating. I don't do that on this channel, like y'all know that. So I give Bandana, it's like a perfect album, bro. So this is on par with Pinata, Bandana. But there are some parts of the album that just irk me. Like, don't lead yourself to your own downfall, Freddie Gibbs. But to end this video, so it's not too long, if I have to rate this album out of 5 stars, which y'all know I don't like doing on the first listen. Like, it's one listen. But if I had to, I'd give this about 4.5 stars. Somewhere in between there. 4 or 4.5 or somewhere in between. This is a great album. Production is off the chain. I need to see who produced these songs. Right now, Tidal only has 1 song with production credit, so I don't know who did what, but this is awesome, right? But I do have some reservations, which I previously mentioned. So with that being said, that was Freddie Gibbs, Soul Separately. Where did they use that? Where is that phrase from? Soul Separately. I gotta look it up. If you know where that phrase came from in a rap, somebody said that in a rap song, Soul Separately. Maybe it was Gibbs. Put that in the comments and be sure to subscribe if you have not already. This is top5rapwebsite.com. Peace.